Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your friend Jamie here from Sharonatsea Travel. I'm looking to go in and get a little bit of a test. That's right, the COVID-19. I'm thinking about doing it, and let me tell you guys why. All right, so a few things are going on here for us. Number one, you know that we just got off the Carnival Panorama on the 13th of March. Today is March 26th. It's been about 13 days later. Roughly about a week after getting off of the ship, I started noticing just a little bit of a twinge in my chest. Nothing too big. Anytime you come off a cruise, you have the chance of getting a cold. They call it the cruise crud, stuff like that. And over the last couple of days, it's gotten a little worse. We just had our Monday Night Live show a couple nights ago on Monday. Today's Thursday, by the way. And there was just a little bit of something noticeable there, but really nothing. But over the last few days, I've noticed a little bit more of this thing in my chest, a little bit of shortness of breath. There's no fever, a little tired, feeling a little bit crappy and stuff like that. And being that I was mandated to be off work for 14 days, I'm scheduled to go back in a few days. Being that I'm not feeling the best, I just thought the smart thing to do might be to go out, see about getting a test. I made a call to my primary care physician. They gave me a 800 number locally to inquire about getting a test. Turns out there's a spot here, an urgent care right by our house that says that they may have some of the tests available. Come on in, and hopefully they'll still have some on hand. They're getting more and more on a regular basis. So I'm here. I'm going to go in. I'm going to check it out and see what happens. So I just want to give you guys a scoop. I'm going to get tested first because I do have to go back to work. And I want to find out, if I have this thing, even though I'm not showing major symptoms, I don't want to go into my workplace and spread it around to customers and coworkers and things like that. And so I thought it'd be smart and a little bit responsible to do that as well. And, so we'll see what happens. All right, peeps. So here's the deal. I went in there, talked to the folks, told them a little bit about what I was going through, a little bit of some chest issues, shortness of breath, some wheezing. I went ahead and got an X-ray on my chest, not showing any pneumonia, but she said she would treat me for a little bronchitis, as that could be the beginning stages of it. So called in a little, little something to the pharmacy for that, and I was administered the COVID-19 test. They took it. It was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. They put a swab into both sides of the nose, and this thing goes way, way up. We're talking like way up here. It was, I don't know, I guess you'd say it was painful, extremely, extremely uncomfortable. Only takes a few seconds, but I can still kind of feel it up there right now. Very weird deal. But that's the scoop. So I got the test. We're going to see what the results are. To be quite honest, if the results come back negative, then I'm not sure this video would see the light of day. If it comes back positive, then it could be a way of just kind of documenting what I did and what I went through. There's the place right there. I think you can see it out the window. Banner Health Urgent Care. And they didn't have a lot of tests. They did go through a screening process to see if I was someone who should take one. And I think when they combined the chest issues, the shortness of breath issue, a little bit of aches and pains, plus just getting off a cruise ship on the 13th a few weeks ago, that made me a candidate for it. So that's the deal. But call your physician if you had any issues, and we'll see what my results are. We'll get back to you. All right, guys. So I told you I would be back with the results of the test. I do have the results. I got them earlier today. Today is Sunday, actually. So it took a couple of days for that test result to come in, and I thought it'd be a little bit faster than that.
Well, no, I think that it takes a while. You took the test Thursday. Sunday, it's been 3 days, about 72 hours, and that's usually what these tests take, at least that. Some places are even taking longer, I think. But anyways, I was just surprised that it was Sunday. I figured they would almost call us maybe Monday.
Well, I guess it's a round the clock type of deal, and I was thinking it'd be faster because if you watch any of our videos, you know that when we went to get on the panorama on the 7th, that got delayed to the 8th. They got results back, and they were done expeditiously, but they got the results in about 10, 12 hours, and I figured, 48 hours might be a little more the norm. So, but here we are, it's Sunday. We did get the results back.
And
I'm
I didn't go to work. I was
no,
supposed to
no,
work today, and I actually made a decision last night not to go to work today because we thought the test would be back yesterday,
yeah,
but they were not back. And I just, in the back of my mind, I did not feel comfortable going to work and potentially exposing other patients,
sure.
employees,
Well, now,
with something that I didn't know whether or not I had. You know, I have no symptoms of anything, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. If you're a healthy person, you can sometimes be running around with it and not
sure.
have any symptoms.
For sure, and you can definitely. I mean, listen, I don't have drastic symptoms, but you know, you just don't know, and they felt I was enough of a. I mean, the symptoms I felt, the situation I was in was important enough to get tested. The doctor felt that way. You know, they were screening people. They don't want to waste these things, and we didn't want to waste anything either, which is why I went by myself to first, you know, see what happened. But anyway, all right. So I know you're waiting to hear, and the test results did come back, and the scoop is I got them, and the results are negative. So the good news is that the stuff that I do have going on in the chest, like the person said originally, is probably just a little bit of a bronchitis deal, maybe a little bit of a delayed cruise crud. If you've been on a cruise before, I'd mentioned that you know, that's something you can go through a lot. So the good news is negative on the C word test. And you know, the COVID-19 to be official, although around here
because I
we try not to say that.
My allergies have been bothering me quite a bit this last week, but I know, I mean, normally I would know those are my allergies. I'm used to it because I have allergies. But in the back of my mind, I kept almost thinking like it was more than allergies, but you know, I knew it wasn't.
Oh,
but it's
so
just because you start,
don't know.
Yeah, you just start.
Well, especially
brain
now.
just
So
starts
with Sharon, you know, also working not only as a travel pro but also as a nurse, we just thought it was important. And me going back to work after 14 days off, you know, that's considered a leave of absence. So it's good that I feel good that I have some documentation showing I'm coming back. Put people's fear at rest. You know, people at my work, the customers who see me all the time might be like, well, where the heck's Jamie? Why isn't he here? What's going on? So I want to be able to give some concise information to let people know that, hey, everything's cool. No virus here, just a little cold and
let's keep it that way.
Yes.
We are going to try to stay in as much as possible. Jamie does have to go back to work, like you said, tomorrow. But, you know, just for you guys out there, too, continue to practice your social distancing.
That's right. You guys be safe out there because, you know, we love you and we always appreciate the support. And I don't know, this is a weird video to make. We certainly thought about not even talking about it and just going through the process. But we figured, hey, maybe you guys are curious. If anything, this lets anyone that we've been in contact with, anyone we cruise with on the Panorama cruise 2 weeks ago, maybe it gives them a little peace of mind as well to know that someone got tested.
Reach out to me after the cruise that were on the cruise with me and ask if we've had any symptoms or have heard of anyone having any symptoms.
Yeah.
Because they were just kind of worried and concerned. So this hopefully will put their minds at ease as well. And so just, you guys stay safe out there. We'll get through this together and we'll all be out there cruising again before we know it.
So until next time, from all of us here at Sharonatsea Travel, we appreciate you watching and
stay safe.
Stay safe out there, guys. Peace.